जय श्री माता जी। वेलकम टू द सहज योगा मेडिटेशन प्रोग्राम। सहज योग ध्यान कार्यक्रम में सभी का स्वागत है। हम सभी श्री माता जी को प्रणाम करके कुंडलिनी उठा के बंधन लेते हैं। लेट अस ऑल बो डाउन टू श्री माता जी, रेज अ कुंडलिनी एंड टेक बंधन। लेट अस टेक द 3 महामंत्रास एंड श्री गणेश मंत्र। 3 महामंत्र लेते हैं और श्री गणेश मंत्र लेते हैं।
Shree
Let us settle down in our meditation. Let us pray to Sri Mataji to give us the environment required for meditation. Let us balance our left side first. Left hand towards Sri Mataji, right hand on earth, बायां हाथ श्री माताजी की ओर, दाहिना हाथ जमीन पर. श्री माताजी हमारे बाएं तरफ के समस्त असंतुलन को पृथ्वी तत्व से दूर कर दीजिए. माँ, हमारे ईड़ा नाड़ी को संतुलन प्रदान कीजिए. मदर, प्लीज take away all the imbalance in our left side through Mother Earth. Let us balance our right side. दाहिना हाथ श्री माता जी की ओर, बायां हाथ आकाश की ओर. माँ, हमारे दाहिने तरफ को पूर्णतया संतुलित कर दीजिए. Mother, please take away all the excess heat and imbalance of our right side through the sky element. दोनों हाथ श्री माता जी की ओर, both hands towards Sri Mataji. Let us sit relaxed. Mother, verily you are the doer and you are the enjoyer. माँ, आप ही करता है, आप ही भोगता है, मैं कुछ नहीं करता. Mother, I don't do anything. I surrender all my thoughts, all my doubts, all my worries at your lotus feet. माँ, मेरे सारे विचार, सारे चिंता आपके श्री चरणों में समर्पित करता हूँ. माँ, मेरे हृदय में आइए. Mother, please come into my heart. Mother, please come into my brain. Mother, please come into my Sahasrara. Let us enjoy Mother's presence in our heart on the Sahasrara and meditate for a while. Let's just enjoy Mother's presence. Let us listen to Shree Mataji's speech. ध्यान में ही बैठ के श्री माता जी के अमृतवाणी हम सुनेंगे. जय श्री माता जी.
So one has to jump from one conditioning of materialism. Now you should see in matter, energy never moves. Energy is stationary. It never moves. And also energies which are moving, so-called, like electricity, this, that, are absolutely blind. Supposing there is electricity here flowing, all right, well and good. But supposing somebody stops it, it will stop. It has no mind. It is a mindless thing. So in materialism, you become mindless. You start seeing also that within yourself, that you have become mindless. And becoming absolutely, I should say, like robot sometimes, which is mindless, which is fixed quantity. And I see very much clearly in the West, I've seen that people have very fixed ideas. It's difficult for them to get out of it because they don't have that movement towards the spiritual subtlety where one can use the mind to do something. We would say that Mother Earth has got the mind. No, that nobody can believe in the West, except for Sahajogis. That the Mother Earth produces these vigrahas. She produces these deities. Nobody will believe. How can you believe such a thing? That this Mother Earth thinks, that this Mother Earth produces these things? But logically you can see, logically. Say a tree has a certain height. The fruits have a certain shape, certain colors, flowers same. Who changes all the seasons? Especially in India, it's very clear-cut 6 seasons. It's called as Ritambhara Pragya in the Hatha Yoga. Now, that is the one which is a lady, which thinks. She has a mind of her own, she decides. And she works out everything. This concept was doubly denied in the West. First is that they cannot accept a goddess. Woman has no part. Right from Socrates onward, nobody has talked much about a woman, except of course there is Sakina and all that, but it's very minor roles they have. Greeks had goddesses who were just like human beings, so that also gets ruled out. And very little was accepted. And when Christianity came, some of the Christians saw to it that there should be no mention of the mother in any way. But despite that, people worshipped the mother. They worshipped the mother of Christ as some like a goddess. Though in the Bible she's talked as a woman, in a very derogatory style. She's addressed. So the conditioning of people is about the power of God who hangs somewhere in the air. That He's there and that He gives us everything. But what is the communication? What is the justification or what is the logical thing? How to explain? So you have to say it is a mystery. God is a mystery, He hangs somewhere in the air, He does everything. And how can people believe in it? So the Christian conditioning has been even worse than, I think, Jew conditioning. Because they just took it out, Christ's mother away. Though the painters, artists wouldn't do that. They wouldn't accept. They had the mother there. But despite all that, the motherhood has not been respected that should have been in the Bible, which is a very wrong thing. While Mahalaxmi herself incarnated as Mother Mary. Herself. And to say about Mahalaxmi as a woman, I think is a great insult. And where women are insulted like this, where the goddesses are insulted, we cannot expect any spiritual growth unless and until you accept that is the Shakti, is the mother who is the only thing that's the communication between us and the divinity. So this conditioning, Christian conditioning, has to go out as far as the motherhood is concerned. It's very surprising sometimes when I see how these people are trying to bring down the level of a goddess to just a woman. So this is a very big blessing in India, that they respect mother as the Shakti. And that the whole thing is done by the movement of the Shakti, by the thinking of the Shakti, by the coordination and the understanding and the planning of the Shakti only. It's not done by God Almighty. He's just a spectator. She does everything. Once that concept can fit into your heads properly, then you will see so many conditionings will drop out. Because religion was organized, and in an organized religion you can put whatever you like, the way you want to put it. And it was such a big mistake. By that, people developed a lot of ego, lot of things against women. And also the first sin, they call the original sin and all that, is because of a woman. They really ill-treated women and they have no respect for them. So the women have changed their role, and instead of becoming mothers and goddesses, they have tried to become something like actresses. But you can understand that without the power, there is no sense in anything. And this is the power of love. And this is the power of truth. And once you get that power, we should humble down and know that this power is within us, which has given us all this knowledge, which has given us all this ability to raise the Kundalini. All this is because of energy within us, the Shakti within us. Without that, we are nothing. And that too is the mother who has done it. I do not know how much to press this point, but it's important. Because I find, especially in England, some newspaper people came. How do you feel as a guru, as a woman? I mean, it's a kind of a thing, a woman, and as if I am sort of a that movement where women are starting a fight with the men, sort of a thing, and now this is another guru who is a woman, so she should be supported, or some sort of a nonsense like that. It's only the mother who does this job. So there's no question of asking such a question. But that's what it is, that we should first know that is the feminine quality of a woman as a mother is very powerful. But we should encourage it and try to develop it, so that spiritually you can communicate, spiritually you can imbibe these qualities for your own children. The mothers who do not have adhyatma can never develop good children with proper emotions, with proper value system of morality. So it is very important for every mother to be very proud that they are mothers, and for girls who are going to be mothers to be very proud that they are going to be mothers and that they represent the Shakti. So now what is the part of the men is to take full advantage of that power by understanding, by complementing, by looking after that power. I am not talking only about your wives, I am talking about your sisters, your daughters, your mothers, and the whole society where women are to be respected and they have to be respectable. And women should try to be respectable, to try to know that they are the powers and they are the ones who will be used by this divine power as channels, more than men. But if they are useless, then of course they wouldn't bother about them. They would like to bother then about men much more than what you are. So it is important to understand what is your role in Sahaja Yoga. This is your role in Sahaja Yoga, and I'm sure you can work it out. You can manage this part. You can equip yourself for this role, which is so beautiful and so good. So much can be said about Mahalaxmi, and there's no end to it, but I think later on we should keep this program on every year. You all should come to Mahalaxmi temple here, to the Kolhapur, and then I'll again tell you all about the mother's qualities, what she is as Mahalaxmi. And today we'll have the, they have the Mahalaxmi of the Shree. वो है Shree Sukta है Shree Sukta. Shree Sukta is about Mahalakshmi's qualities. But Tate Adi म्हणूया आपण. Adi will have Ganesha's Stuti and then we'll have this. So seriously you must understand what is it. थोड़ा पानी पाइए. मेरे मुंह में जरा दे दो तो. That's a translation. I'm just in meditative mood today. I don't know what I'm talking. Because this Mahalaxmi is a thing that finishes everything else. Left, right is finished. Now you are just in Mahalaxmi state. What to do? Mahalaxmi state means nirvichar, nirvikal, beyond that. I don't know what stages it is. It comes down a little bit, then again it goes back to the same. तो दिल्ली वालों को भी सबकी तरफ से बड़ा धन्यवाद कि यहाँ आए और कोल्हापुर की पवित्र भूमि में आकर के इसकी पवित्रता बढ़ा रहे हैं. आशा है आप लोग सब आराम से होंगे. रात को इतनी देर से आए हैं, बहुत देर हो गई. मैं सोचती रही कि पता नहीं कितने बजे पहुँचेंगे. बहरहाल जो भी हो, आशा है आज की पूजा में आप लोग फिर से पूरी तरह प्लावित हो जाएंगे. सबको अनंत आशीर्वाद. So, welcome to all the Sahaja Yogis from abroad. So, we start from today our Maharashtra tour. Which you can see is full of these hills and dales. Also, the atmosphere is going to be extremely rustic. Of course, the comforts of this place have not been up to the mark, but next year it would be much better, I am sure. We have decided to purchase even this plot of land, but as you know, we have a land on top, there on the hill, the top. That's one of the highest peaks in this area. That land we have already purchased. We are going to have an ashram there. This would be the place used for parking. I hope you like the atmosphere here and the surroundings, the nature. People in Maharashtra are blessed by great saints and people who were naths like Dhaneshwara. That's why they have a tremendous base of spirituality. But still, they are to be guided to get their realization. As you know, that without spirituality, the life is very much in imbalance. It does not have the totality of enjoyment. I don't know if there's any enjoyment otherwise also. Because if you just live with your machineries and materialism, they cannot give you joy. And that's what you have discovered, the emptiness of life. And that's the reason you want spirituality to give a complete expression to your personality, which has happened. Luckily, it has happened. I'm very happy to see so many people who have felt it. And this is what has to be understood by Indians also, because they think that you people are so well off materially, and while they are not. They are spiritually well off and you are materially well off. And both the things are so important. The foundation has to be strong of spirituality, and then you can build whatever type of building you want to build on top of that. But if you do not have that foundation, then the whole thing collapses. Like the tree grows and it doesn't touch the source of its nourishment, it will definitely collapse. This is what Sahaja is, that you are touching the source of your nourishment to your civilization. And once this nourishment starts flowing, you see what's wrong in those countries where people have gone headlong, gone to the extremes, and what they are suffering. The people here have no idea about it. Also, in this country of ours, we have lots of problems because people are so simple, very vulnerable. But dealing with the problems of the West, I feel that there's no way out but Sahaja. As many as we can save, we should try to save them. Whatever may be the achievements in the West, they are going to boomerang and they may destroy the whole society. So, when you are starting the first day here, you should ask for spirituality, the blessings of spirituality, but also the promise that you will help others who are getting drowned into the dry materialism of the West. That's a very important task you have to do. You are all enjoying this beautiful life and you are at peace with yourself. But this wine of spirituality has to be shared. Otherwise, life becomes very selfish, self centered. I know you are frightened of those people because you think you may catch from them. In this tour, I hope most of you will be made Bada proof and fearless. As I told you, you have to touch your depth. If you live with superficiality, any superficiality in you must be thrown away. Then you will sink down. There are all kinds of superficialities which have come to us as a blessing of this Western civilization, as also in India we have another. But as I am talking to you, I'll, uh, I'm, I would like to tell you about the superficialities that we have in the West. First of all, the another style is our norms and ideas. Actually, it's all a mental activity. As I have told you that the whole art of the West is finished. We cannot have Rembrandt anymore. We cannot have Michelangelo anymore. The reason is criticism of this art has been so much in the modern times that nobody wants to produce anything which will be criticized. And now only situation left is that the critics are criticizing critics. That's all. No art. Because they have no work to do. So this mental activity of putting everybody down and mastering that art is very dangerous and extremely destructive. And this is what is happening, I feel, in the field of every kind of activity. Industry, music, art, everything that you find, buildings, any enterprise, even politics, everything has become so superficial that you have to be prepared for facing all kinds of oppositions and troubles. But still, as you have your own depth, you can master them all by your tranquility, by your temperament, and by your powers which you have got. When you are not afraid of that society, and when you have that tranquility within you, and the courage, I'm sure you can do a lot. Of course, we have some very dynamic in Surge Yoga in the West and very dynamic women also in the West. What may come, they never deter. And they have worked very hard to do everything possible to see that Surge Yoga is established. So they should be your ideals, and all of you should try to follow them and do the best. This tour is a festival for us. It's, of course, I say it's a pilgrimage, but there are no signs of pilgrimage, it looks. Because if you see the pilgrims, horrible they look, while you are looking like roses, all of you. So it's a festival for us. And you have to feel that festivity within your heart, that joy within your heart. And small, small things, you should not worry. Because these things cannot be provided in all the places. Gradually, we'll be building ashrams in all the places wherever you have been visiting. But you know how difficult it is in those days where India is passing through such a bad phase for so many years, where everything is delayed. So the attitude should be that we have come here for our ascent. We have to work out everything with that attitude that we have come here for our ascent, and every moment of our ascent is a festive occasion. Everything is a festival. If you understand that, I am sure you will see the beauty in everything. You will enjoy everything, whatever may be the rustic style. Maybe you may not like the color of these lights, I think, because you may not enjoy it so much. You might get much better things in your own country. But whatever it is, it's not your conditioning that should stop you from enjoying. So please remember that you are now the member of the universal society. We cannot have our conditionings to mar our happiness and joy. I want you to enjoy this trip fully, absolutely, in a way that you have never enjoyed anything before. May God bless you.
Let us be in meditation for a while. कुछ समय हम ध्यान में ही रहेंगे. जय श्री माता जी. Let us bow to Shri Mataji, raise a kundalini and take a bandhan. श्री माता जी को प्रणाम करके कुंडलिनी चढ़ा के बंधन लेते हैं. जय श्री माता जी.